The Jesse Miller Show.
So definitely can't do this all alone. I got a great crew working for me tonight, and tonight we've invited a very special guest, somebody who's done a lot of work with the 7D already, who's been kind enough to come in and chat with us and share a little bit of his work. So now please everybody welcome Andy Gallacher.
Hi Jesse.
Thank you for coming in. Please have a seat. All right, so Andy, who are you and what are you doing on my show?
I am the BBC's Miami correspondent,
all right.
Which sounds fancy, but basically it means I'm down here on my own, standing in front of the camera, doing all the stuff behind the camera, shooting, editing, the whole shebang.
So who operates camera for you?
If I'm lucky enough, I get a freelance guy in.
Okay.
And sometimes I do it myself.
Okay, and who edits for you?
I edit.
So you do it all, start
Yeah.
to finish.
Yeah.
And how do you get your footage out back to the BBC?
I do it on FTP, a BBC system. So we upload it and then compress it and then send it back, and it's pretty fast.
So you're working with more than just the 7D. What are some of the other cameras that you're working
I'm
with?
actually primarily working with the Z7, as you would say in American.
Okay, the Z7.
The Z7, yeah, which is a great camera. I bought it from here.
And I understand you don't use tapes at all.
No, I use compact flash cards.
So tapeless the whole way, start to
Yeah,
finish.
it's nice to have the tape as a backup on the Z7, because if anything goes wrong, and it has, you've got another copy. It's great, and if you're on your own, that's very important. But primarily for speed on the compact flash card.
And how did you get started in journalism?
I started in local radio in England probably about 15 years ago, and then moved down to London, and then slowly kind of worked my way up.
So you at some point made a switch from radio to
TV, yeah.
To TV.
Well, radio, TV, online, pretty much everything is covered by me, and I made the switch to TV probably about 4 years ago.
And so 4 years ago, you began as a producer, you began as a camera operator?
No, I began as the correspondent here, who decided to survive in the tough world of journalism, that I'd have to teach myself to do pretty much everything to make myself more useful to everyone, and ultimately to make myself cheaper.
Okay, all right. So we don't really like to name drop on the Video Show, but who are some of the biggest stars you've worked with?
Biggest stars? Oh, I was based in New York for a while. I did a lot of interviews with film stars like J-Lo. I interviewed, so many I can't remember, but I kind of don't do that anymore. And I'm glad, actually. I don't like doing that.
All right. So, tonight's show is about the 7D. I understand you've done a lot of work with it. We've got a couple clips here. This first clip is at an art gallery. So
yeah.
That for us?
That was really, I haven't used it professionally yet.
Okay.
This was my first attempt to try and do that, because obviously it picks up sound on this kind of crappy mic at the front. So as the same with you, I've got the H4n on the top here.
All right.
So you have to do the whole syncing in post and all the rest of it. So this was really my first attempt to do something in fairly low light, interview people who were moving around in low light, and try and capture a sense of what was going on, and this was the end result.
Você passa e não me olha, mas eu olho pra você. Você não me diz nada, mas eu digo pra você. Você por mim não chora, mas eu choro por você. Você por mim não chora, mas eu choro por você.